flexors or you sit all day, listen up. I have some repeated McKenzie hip extension exercises. Well, actually just one, and it's gonna work for you. Probably, but you don't really know if it'll work unless you test it. So go ahead and test your baseline measurement by doing a quick little easy back and forth hip swing on the hip that you want to stretch, okay? And just notice what this feels like. Is it free? Is it easy? Is it hung up? Is it tight? Is it stiff? And then we'll retest it after you do your repeated McKenzie hip extension exercise. So I invite you to kneel on the hip that you want to stretch. Okay, now I'm all over the place here. So what you're gonna do, let's say you want to stretch that left hip, okay? Hold on to something if you need it for balance, and if your knees get sore, go ahead and put a pillow underneath if you need it, okay? You can do this on the floor because you probably don't have a very expensive treatment table like I do. Go ahead and kneel on the side that you want to stretch and put yourself into a tall kneeling position so your other hip is up. Okay, now you want to think long and tall in your posture, and then all you're going to do, hold on to something if you need it, is lean forward as far as you go and come on back up. Okay, so stay tall and long from your knee all the way up through your head. Imagine at the bottom of your stretch, you're kind of like a little C curve, a reverse banana, but you really just want to keep length through your body. It doesn't matter on this front knee if you go in front of your toes, no problem. You're not damaging anything in your knee. You're just stretching this knee forward to get a stretch in your left hip. And you'll feel a stretch anywhere along the front of the thigh, deep in the hip, the inner thigh, maybe in the back, the SI joint. Okay, so just repeat it. You go into it, hold it for a second or two or three, and then you come on back. If you want some overpressure, go ahead and put your hand underneath your gluteal fold, right, where your butt cheek ends, and go ahead and use that hand to push forward. Oh man, that is like mother's milk. It's just like really such a good, like get in there stretch for that hip joint, the anterior capsule of your hip flexors, iliopsoas. It just feels so good, right? And good sometimes feels like, oh, it hurts so good, right? So you're not damaging or harming anything if it hurts. When you come out of it, if the pain goes away, it's a green light, like safe to do that, right? So then once you've done about 10 or 15, you're gonna reassess your range of motion and check and see, how does this feel now compared to earlier? I've got more space, more freedom, more room to move, right? How does your hip feel standing? How does it feel walking? Try the exercise. If it worked, if you liked it, like the video, subscribe to the channel. There's so many more goodies. I love to help. I'll give you a free consult. All you have to do is reach out to me. I will speak with you later. Have a glorious, hip spaciousness-filled green tree day.